So with, with all the stuff you've done, and it's kind of a weird question, but is there one thing or a couple of things that like really go, whoa, that was one of the heaviest moments of my career that really stands out? I mean, people ask me that and I'm like, huh? Where do I begin? But I thought maybe you would have one of those. Do you have one of those? Like, this was the big one. This was amazing. This thing, Grog, changed my life.
I think there were two things that happened. One was it happened. We were with the damn Yankees and we're playing, I don't know, some Coliseum was packed, sold out, 15,000 people or something like that. And Ted was doing a solo. And I swear to God, Kenny, I actually felt like I left the planet, or I left this plane. Like he was in there going and doing all this stuff. And I'm up there jamming. And all of a sudden everything, music is jamming and it's loud and everything. And it's like, well, and all of a sudden it was like, and I was just like I was floating. And it was like almost, I swear to God, man, it was almost like an out of body, like experience. And it was just like, I was floating like on a cloud, like it was the strangest thing. And then all of a sudden, and all of a sudden, I'm back in it. I'm like, what just happened? And it was with Ted. Ted was playing a solo, and that's never happened to me before. And it's never happened again. But he was doing something. He hit a note, a sonic thing, something, because Ted, when he plays, it's all heart and soul. When Nooch plays, it's all heart and soul, man. There's nothing but pure heart and soul, and just like he just is. He goes and he goes there. He goes to that spot that people can rarely get to, and he does. But that did it to me. That, and then there's one other time when I was playing with Ringo, and we were rehearsing in London, and it was me and let me see, who else was. Well, we had a whole bunch of guys in the band. Simon Kirk was playing drums with us because he played drum. Simon played with Ringo and a lot of stuff, right? And so Ringo could come out front and sing, like Lord, and stuff like that. And Joe Walsh was there, and we're all jamming.
Woo!
Ringo. This is when we're rehearsing for like VH1 Storytellers to make the record, and Ringo hadn't come in yet, and we're up there and we're just fooling around with song, and all of a sudden we start doing Ticket to Ride, right? And nobody's on the drums. The drums are sitting there, but I'm up there playing bass like boom, down, boom, boom, down. And I'm up, I think I'm gonna be sad. I'm singing it. And the guitars are playing and Joe Walsh is playing it. We're just having fun, right? And Ringo and Barbara Bach walk in. He walks into the back room and Ringo's like, walks back with his hands behind his back. And he's like, hello, how are you? Hello. He walks in the back room. All of a sudden he hears what we're playing. And he runs the whole length of the studio, runs into the drums and gets behind the drums and starts going, snap, bum, bum, and I'm sitting there going, I think I'm gonna be sad. I'm looking over my shoulder, and that's Ringo frickin' Starr and me we're playing Ticket to Ride, and I'm singing it. And I swear to God, at that moment, I said, I'm done. I've gone to heaven. I've accomplished everything as a musician you could ever accomplish. I sat there and there we are, like doing Ticket to Ride. And it was like, that was almost an out of body experience. I mean, I'm talking about now, my hairs on my arms raising.
Dude, I did the tribute. Well, I played with Ringo a couple times, and it is uncanny how nobody sounds like him. I mean, that's Ringo Starr. I'm doing gold double drums, and I was freaking. That's the drummer from the Beatles. It sounds like the Beatles when he plays. I mean, it's a feel.
He's got that middle pocket. He's not like ahead of it. He's not behind it. He's right in that middle. Oh my God, you're right. And people go always, oh, it's the luckiest guy in the world. Bullshit. He's a freaking amazing freaking drummer is what he is.
It's deeper. It's like he's half between swing, half between straight. The bottom line is he's one of the most musical, creative drummers I've ever heard in my life. He's a musician. He's a musician that plays drums. Unbelievable. I mean, and I did that tribute, CBS special, the night they changed America, and he's out there. I got to play 4 songs with him, but I mean, he was out there the whole night. I was playing with everybody, and at the end of the night, I mean, it was like I was, doing something, that very song, bam, bam, something in the way, da da da. It's really slow. It's like 63 beats a minute, and Joe Walsh is playing it. And I mean, every note has got to be just perfect. And I'm thinking, Ringo's out there. He knows every fill I'm doing, every lick. It was like,
it was like, you better play it right.
I know. And everybody knows his parts. I mean, there's only one way to do it.